Hello there, and welcome to a slightly off-topic video, but I feel like it's quite cool. A few days ago I was messing around with a cloudy skybox, and I found that it could be rather easily turned into a smoke simulation. Because it has whirly noise and it generates that, and then you can use that as a smoke pattern and just sort of go off that, and there's a load of maths involved in there, but I won't go into. But it's quite intensive on the GPU, and I'll just show you. So I have set it in the form of a skybox, and we'll go example. So yeah, this is just sort of what I had, and like if I maximize this for you all, I've got it in. So it's just gonna be like it's not a good angle on the camera at the moment, but you can see it, like, you know, it's moving and stuff. And so it's kind of smoky, and we were getting fine FPS when we were running that, by the way. Let me just have a look. So that's a bit low. I do have Minecraft open in the background, to be fair. Yeah, so that's usually quite a bit higher, but and then I realised that as you, let's go into, so as you can see, we're in this material, and we've got these samples here, and these are just sort of from the skybox. As you can see, this skybox wasn't mine, but I've changed the code quite a lot. And so what we can do is we can just turn up the samples, and you might notice that the thing over here gets a lot less we can see it in scene view. It's a lot easier. Yeah, it gets a lot less cloudy the more we add it, and it gets, well, a lot less dotty, and like, because it essentially just assembles pixels to make it look better. It's just sort of the less noisy it gets. And then when we crank the lighting, it gets a lot better. And then you turn it up to 1,000, and then you turn this up to 1,000, and bang, your frames are gone. And I realised that my hardware isn't actually that good, so like, especially GPU, which is what this runs off. Yeah, so I realised that this could be turned into a pretty good benchmark, and if we look here, we just have just that. We have an FPS monitor, and so we can run this, and it'll have our FPS up here, and the Unity one's wrong, ignore that. But it'll have frame time and stuff like that, and so we can monitor this, and we can get a sort of detail as to how the how well it's performing. And so doing a little bit of maths on that, I can load into and doing the maths, I can calculate score, and then the other like main feature of this benchmark is that I can upload those to an online leaderboard, which I find is quite cool. And so I have a leaderboard system in my current game, and the game I'm working on at the moment, the VR game. And so I could literally just copy paste that over, and then I've got a nice score system. So what it'll do is, if my internet wasn't so bad, it'd fetch it. Oh well, if my Unity editor wasn't acting up, we could see it. But another cool thing about the way I have it implemented, I'll tell you more about that in a devlog, but I can go onto the web, and I can go on to SmokeMark scoreboard online, and I can see the scores that some people are getting. And so we're getting like 58, and then there's someone who's just messed it. But still, we can see the online scores, and a load of these aren't mine. Test isn't mine. But yeah, these are people's online leaderboards, and I've just realised I've not changed the text at the top from V Archer to SmokeMark, so I'm just going to quickly do that. And with that fixed, we have all the scores working. I just applied a patch that stops people hacking into it, so now it's fine, and the text's fine. So it's going to get your score, and it's going to send it off, and it's going to go nice. So you can see it online, you can see it in the game. And yeah, that's it. Just a smoke simulation, and it's going to measure it for a certain amount of time with an FPS manager, and then it's going to send it off to a scoreboard. And it's just that easy. So thank you for watching. Check it out at chadderbox.io/SmokeMark. And if you subscribe, you can see more stuff like this from me.